And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports, well, welcoming you to NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Taking a look at the Hornets. Holland, no good. Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
Pass to Smith. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Oh, JR has no problem drilling a shot from that kind of range.
Now Hunter. Now here's Embiid, covered by Smith. Charlotte moving the ball around. Back to Hunter. Shot clock at 5. Holmgren can't hit. And it's the Pacers ball. Out to Smith. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Jackson has the open look. And Indiana, another 3.
And that is why Triple J is a stretch 5. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaren really helps to space the floor.
Now here's Duncan. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Pass to Hunter. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Now Suggs connects from three-point range.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Here's Collier. Smith outside. Lets it go with a 3. Holmgren up top. No good from Duncan.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Collier. Out to Smith. This one for 3.
Boy, that is outstanding defense from Jalen Suggs. The ability to contest without fouling. Get in the space of that offensive player. Nice.
Duncan on the follow.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Smith. Jackson with the screen. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Charlotte in the lead. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, and we're just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Here's Smith following the basket by Tim Duncan. Outside Jackson. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Checking in for the Pacers, number 17.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Collier. Here's Smith. 4 on the clock. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
They set the pick.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Got him. I admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Okongwu. And the Hornets making a change here. Both free throws good from Okongwu. Here's the Hornets with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Pass to Bull. At the elbow, Hunter. Back to Hardaway. Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Suggs has got 6 points. Here's Holland. Bull covering. Smith with it. There's the pick. And there's the drive. Holland. And Bull pulls it down. Pass to Embiid. For 3, Hunter. That shot, no good. And Smith punches it from deep. And so it's Charlotte in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Now here's Embiid. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Jackson, and it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And it's the Hornets with the ball. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And the rejection by Jackson. It's White on the wing. The tray. And Bull pulls it down. Charlotte leading by 9. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Now here's Embiid. Charlotte moving the ball around. Embiid the screen. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Hardaway has got the lead up to 11 now for Charlotte.
Well, I think Hardaway Jr. has the kind of athleticism that allows him to be a contributor on the backboards.
Jackson down low. And Jackson throws it down hard.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Pass to Embiid. Over Jackson. Embiid, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And he comes up with the deuce. Wallace has got his first bucket in this one. To the inside. Stolen. And now in transition is Wallace. Here we go. Outside Jackson. Embiid with the steal. Beyond the arc. Great touch from 3 from Embiid.
For 3.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Duncan. The shot's good on the assist by George. Duncan's got 8 points.
You got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Here's De Silva. Still without a basket. There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. Inside. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. White looking around. Smith outside. The 3. The Hornets pull it in. They've led by as many as 11 points. Down low. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Pass to Brown. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. So it's the Hornets now. 8-point game. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Picked him clean. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Nails the open triple off the fast break. Smith's got the first bucket of the 3rd here for Indiana. And so George will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets, leading by 5. Charlotte moving it around. Hardaway for 3. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Outside, George fires the 3. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Collier. Out to Smith. Here's Collier. He has yet to score. Here's Martin. Suggs with the steal. Here's Young. Basket counts. And now a 9-point Charlotte lead.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. The Pacers making a switch here. Here's Collier. Young with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Suggs. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Suggs has got the lead up to 12 now for the Hornets.
Jalen Suggs putting in the time, being diligent about becoming more consistent from 3-point territory. That time, he makes it look easy.
Smith with it. Picked up by Suggs. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So, Craig, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Tim. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Back to Young. Pass to Embiid. Over Collier. Assertive move by Embiid.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Charlotte making a switch. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Jackson. Back to Okongwu. Drains it from beyond the arc. Okongwu's now got 5 points so far.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Here's Duncan. Offensive rebound. Here's Holmgren. Off on the layup. Pacers trailed by 11. Okongwu down low. He's got 5. Jackson from long range. And the Pacers another 3.
That's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Suggs. Now Holmgren, guarded by Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Checking in for the away team.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. To the wing right side. Jackson comes over with the double. Now here's Dunn. Shot clock at 2. Young with no one around. Buries it from 3-point range. Young's got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Jackson. Out to the right wing. Indiana moving it around. Back to Okongwu. And stolen by Bull. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots. Playing smart with the lead.
Now here's White. Nothing on the board. Pass to De Silva. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Back to Suggs. Young outside. And here is Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. Now done. Young from deep 3-point range. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And so it's Charlotte. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been
46.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 13. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Outside for Jackson. 6 to shoot. With some arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pass to Holmgren. Young from outside. Okongwu grabs the board. Dinwiddie for 3. Sinks the triple. Dinwiddie's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, he has proven that you've got to respect the long-range ability of Spencer Dinwiddie. Nice.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Thanks, David. Pass to Suggs. Here's Hunter. Takes a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. And the Hornets lead by 13.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive. Here's
Dinwiddie. Good D by Embiid. Charlotte leading by 13. Hunter on the wing. Kept alive. Duncan. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board. And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Duncan right side. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul.
J.R. Smith.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Suggs. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Suggs is so competitive. You knew he wanted to respond with that three.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Second personal foul.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
At the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Suggs. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul.
J.R. Smith.
That's his fourth foul of the contest. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. So both teams making some changes here.
That was your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Brown.
Third team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Here's Suggs. For three, Holmgren goes back up. And Embiid lays it in. And the Hornets lead by 13.
He just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
That bucket in no time at all.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Embiid. And here is Suggs. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. But it's no good. Here's Brown. His three-pointer's off the mark. Charlotte leading by 10. To the middle. Holmgren wide open. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And stretching out his shot from deep, Holmgren has developed some pretty solid range. And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Down low. Duncan drawing the double team. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Pass to Hunter. Clock at 6. Stolen by Jackson.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Hornets.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Suggs.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Now the Pacers with it. A 12-point game. Now, here's Okongwu. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This was a very